Hello, kitty. Hello. The cat's just staring at me. He doesn't want to move at all. Well, bye-bye, kitty. It's a three-legged kitty. Yeah, don't see him very often. Bye-bye. One of the things that's interesting is apparently this house cannot decide between burgers and pizza. It's been a very interesting debate.
Versus pizza.
This sucks. Somebody posted a GIF of the same poster I posted like months ago from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and it has over 1,000 reblogs, and mine doesn't have anything. Come on, people. It's not my fault I don't want to do these things. So now I'm playing Final Fantasy, and I just faced Barthangelus for the 3rd time, and I beat him the 1st time, which is awesome, but I didn't get any CP, and I only got 3 stars. That's really lame. Guess what, guys? I think I just beat Final Fantasy 13. Despite the fact that my roommates are complete cynics and they're complete asses too, I did beat Final Fantasy 13. It took me a year because I was in between consoles and I also didn't really know what I was doing. But regardless of the fact, I'm done now and I can move on to other games. But seriously, 65 hours it took me to beat Final Fantasy 13, never playing a Final Fantasy game ever. And I know everyone else in here is like super bashing the game. There's a lot of people that don't like the game. It's just so annoying playing the game in this house with these people. But regardless, I'm really proud of myself, and I'm not necessarily like a hater. I've only played this. I've never played any other Final Fantasy. I just never had access to video games growing up. I had a few, but I didn't have the money to go out and buy new ones. So I didn't get the same experience as a lot of my friends did. Same with Zelda, same with a lot of these other games. I just didn't have the resources to play. And I am still proud of myself for playing this game. I couldn't be happier that I was able to actually beat a Final Fantasy game, knowing how intense those games are. So it's a big step forward for me, and I can go back and start playing the old ones. I can play 13 too, and then kind of go on from there. So there's a lot of things that I can kind of take from just single game experience, and I don't want cynicism.
I am not here to give I'm not here to give cynicism. I'm going to tell you that Final Fantasy XIII, in its own right, is pretty decent. The fact that young Maverick here has completed it in 65 hours is a good deal for him, when it is his first ever Final Fantasy game. Later, I, Professor Richard Michael Alvers, will explain Final Fantasy 101, where I will go back and explain the history of Final Fantasy games and its evolution and importance on the gaming industry. Now back to young Maverick with his success on beating said game of Final Fantasy XIII.
Anyway, let's see what's next. Would you like to save your progress? I think so. I just want to see if it takes me back to the last level or what it does. I think it does. Yeah, just takes me back to the last level. Here we go.